Well, before Boog and JD signed off, they let you know that the Cubs, they have indeed won 14 of their last 18 games. That means they are on a heater. As of late, Michael Busch breaking out in a big-time way today. Bottom of the third, 413 feet. You can put that one in the books. It would plate Dansby Swanson and then Nico Horner. He continues his torrid tear with ducks out there on the pond. Yeah, he is an RBI machine, no doubt about it. PCA, Seiya, they come on down, adding to the cushion right there. 7-3 in the series finale as the Cubs win their 6th straight series in a row. With that said, come on in. This is Cubs Postgame Live. It's presented by Yuengling, America's oldest brewery. I'm Cole Wright. There's Cliff Floyd, deep in thought. And Cliff, how about that? A big one today. Coming away with a 5-run victory, 7-2. You always feel good about that.
Huge one. And you know what? Michael Busch.
7-3, excuse me.
7-3. Michael Busch stays ready, man. And, you know, I said in the pregame, you have a couple days off with a couple lefties on the mound for the Reds. And, you know, you can pout or you can be ready for the opportunity, you know, to come in any of those games and be ready like he was today. 2 knocks, 2 walks, big homer, big hit off a lefty. And that is, you have to make a case that he should probably be playing every day because I've always felt that lefties keep you honest. Just a really good day for Michael Busch. But I said, you know, when you get a couple days off, you go out to the cage, kind of reset, get in there, work out some kinks. He had been, you know, struggling a little bit, probably just missing his pitch at times.
Sure.
But got to the point today, didn't miss his pitch at all. Got a nice little lefty first pitch fastball, you know, RBI knock. So the little things always add up, and then it just puts something in the back of Craig's mind like, hey,
he can hit him.
Throw him out there against lefties every once in a while just to get that front shoulder to stay in there and do what he did today.
Yeah, and that's what happens. You say when you face a lefty, as a lefty yourself, you make sure that you keep that front shoulder on the ball. You can't fly open at all, and then that allows that front hip to fly open, and that is when it's danger.
Well, it keeps you honest, right? I mean, you can't leak that thing at all. So if you leak that front shoulder, guess what's going to happen? That swing is going to get long. You're going to miss a lot of those sliders that you typically get from, you know, left-on-left matchups. But overall, just a really good day for Michael Busch.
Michael Busch, you see it, that long ball, his 8th of the season. The Cubs are now 29-10 when they hit at least 1 home run. And Michael Busch, he says, I don't care if you're a lefty, if you're a righty, whatever it is. If I get the day off and when I'm back on, I'm ready to do damage, ripping the ears off of heads. Versus righties, you see a 281 batting average, 8 pumps, 20 extra base hits, and an OPS 908. That is what you call riding high. And right now, the mountain man, Michael Busch, he's catching up with Elise.
Michael, not an easy day to hit one out, but you do the job. Take me through that at bat, and then when you see it leave the park.
Yeah, not an easy day to get it through the wind, but felt good. Felt good from the first pitch. Thought I saw him pretty well. Had trouble with him in the past, but I knew a changeup was a pretty good pitch, but I saw it pretty early in the first at bat, and then tried to be aggressive and find one up in the zone.
How about the left-on-left RBI knock today? You don't get those opportunities a lot, but you step up there today. What's your approach in those situations?
Yeah, just similar mindset. Be aggressive, and been working on a few things. Just kind of doing exactly what that was, and just like staying up the middle on pitches like that, and happy to come through.
The wins in the month of May. I mean, you win this series, another one. Just how do you summarize how you guys have been playing as of late?
Yeah, I think we've been playing just complete baseball. We've been driving in runs, we've been pitching, we've been playing defense, we've been getting bases when we need to, whether it's stealing bases, first to third, second to homes. It's the ability to win games in multiple ways. So it's been fun, and just look forward to keep it going.
It's been paying off. Michael, thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
So Michael Busch, he was a key catalyst in this one. The bottom of the third, that was the difference maker for these Chicago Cubs. It was a 4-1 frame, and we saw PCA. He got things started, and then it was Michael Busch, Jimmy Superfly Sooka style, off the top rope, Cliff.
And when you look at this team, they always have that one inning, right? Like lately, it's been that one inning, whether it be 8 runs or be 5 runs, it doesn't matter. Right? But you'll take them all day, every day. And it starts with, King Tuck, right? Tuck gets him going, with this double down in right field. And it gets stuck in the ivy. You said Ivy's full grown right now, right? So
it is.
Ball. I mean, how does it just disappear?
I wonder how many errant balls are just sitting around that ivy.
Now, how does Sayed miss this? I thought this ball was 15 rows deep, but we always talking about the wind. The wind has been different in Wrigley this year. Kind of like he hits it off the end of the bat, maybe. But we had Lance draw up this just to say, just the actual conditions.
It wouldn't have gone out if it was called either.
Maybe it goes off the wall.
Sure.
Maybe it gets caught by the basket. But Pete says, you know what, I got you, big dog. He just comes through with a little change piece, knock to right field, gets himself a nice little RBI. Tuck comes around the score. He'll later lead the game. Look how he stays back, and you can get that bat hit to the baseball, then Dansby comes through with a big
Let's
double.
go.
And you're saying to yourself, can Pete score that ball? And if that ball doesn't get stuck, I'm wondering, does he send him QB over there at third base? But you have to think about it. And Michael Bush comes up with a two-out, two-run home. I didn't think any ball was going to go out anywhere today. Michael Bush says, you know what, I'm a strong young man. I can do these things.
Yeah, we saw that.
So that in itself.
Of the season.
Yeah, well, you know, to me, this offense goes to, we said it yesterday, goes to Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
Right? But now Craig has the luxury of moving guys around in the order. PCA hits fourth, then he'll hit first, then he'll hit sixth. But I think you're always trying to find how you can get the most length out of any lineup. That's the key. I've been watching baseball a lot this season, just seeing how deep these lineups can be by some of these managers. I just think it works because I want that pressure on that opposing pitcher all day long, right? I mean, you might have a few holes here and there, but at the end of the day, I just feel like this lineup is as deep. Whether he's matching, lefty, righty matchup, it doesn't matter. These guys are coming through in big situations.
Yeah, Craig, he does have that luxury of having a guy like Kyle Tucker who you can put in right field. You can put him at DH. You can take him out of the ball game like we saw today. He has that jammed right ring finger. Vidal Brujan, we saw him come in. Is this something that we should keep an eye on, or is this just, hey, Tuck, it's Sunday, we're winning right now, take your feet up off, kick them up, you have a day off tomorrow, and let's get back to work on Tuesday?
Well, I mean, it's his bottom hand.
Hopefully.
Right? So you think about, that's the hand on the bottom. I mean, when you swing, you can't lose him, right? I mean, you know that. I was thinking it was a helmet, maybe hit him and, maybe knocked him a little cuckoo for a minute. But you just can't.
A little cut on the bridge of his nose there.
Yeah, you can't lose him. You can ill afford to lose him.
That was the first time he had been thrown out stealing since 2023.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, he's a smart baseballer, right? He's going to get on base. He knows what he can run off of. They ran on Nick Martinez all day today. But when you talk about King Tuck and what he means to his lineup, you can ill afford to lose him. I think they know this. I think, maybe it's precaution. We don't know. But I think, at some point, you got to figure out. And he actually wears the oven mitt. So it's kind of weird, right? Like, if you're saying it's that hand.
Did he have it on that hand? I think it was on the left hand. It seems as if, unless it got torn off underneath
well,
his
maybe
right
we'll get another
hip.
replay.
We'll get another replay. Control room. Can you have that one for us? 3, 2, 1. It's coming sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But either way, here it is right here. Take a look at this once more. Yeah, I don't think he had the oven mitt. He had the oven mitt on the other hand. Vidal Brujan is the only member of the Chicago Cubs that goes double oven mitt.
Okay, got you. I see where the hand is. It gets caught under him.
Did it get caught under him?
Yes.
Is that when I think when everything started to go awry, or was it when his hand came up and then hit the helmet? I'm sure we're going to find out about that in just a little bit. But
here, no, there, you can't lose him. I mean, you're listen. You've gotten through a couple with Shota and Justin, and you think about what his team is at without them. I mean, you're going down the wrong road if you're losing him. So
to my thought process, you don't necessarily want to dive head first into bases, only dive back into bags. If you're a guy like Kyle Tucker, you get a quality jump. Just go in sliding feet first. You have a lot of protection there.
Yeah, it's easy to say that, right? But we've done this. We creatures of habit. I mean, I never was a head first slide.
You still have a break in your hand.
Well, and
defensively,
yes, but when I'm sliding feet first.
Always.
Some cats their brain is wired to dive head first, and you know what? That's easier for them to get to the bag. And I was not a big fan of that oven mitt until you had situations like this, right? When you're thinking like, why you have two on? Well, here we go, having a conversation about Kyle Tucker and possibly. I don't know. Maybe missing the game or two. Hopefully not. You just don't know, right? You just don't know with the hands, man. You're going into the bases. You hit the base wrong. But, the hand get caught up under you. You just have no idea what's going to happen.
Well, Kyle Tucker, he has been heating up, and maybe we'll see him once he gets back in the starting lineup going double of gloves. We'll see if that's what he wants to do. Never lost.
Never.
Undefeated. LeVar Ball.
Look at Stephen A. going, really?
You can take Michael Jordan on in one-on-one? What? No one's talking about that anytime soon. But let's take a look at our Yuengling bar locator because we are hitting those streets. There are bars all in the Wrigleyville neighborhood that are pouring beer from the oldest brewery in America. But we're taking a stroll up Clark. And we are going to Old Crow because they've got the barbecue rolling. They've also got that Yuengling on tap. If you want to have a fun day and continue some of the good vibrations. Make your way down the street and see who's in there. Maybe you'll bump into a guy like Cliff Floyd. Who knows? Anything.
Never going
happen.
there. That line way too long after these games.
Well, Cliff, you don't have to wait in line like that. They say, hey, it's Cliff Floyd. It's Cubs royalty, VIP. Come on through. We'll see
they make me wait.
if that happens.
They make me wait.
Hopefully they don't make them wait, but we're not going to make you wait any longer because Craig Counsell, he is at the podium. He's addressing the media. He's letting us know what's going on with Kyle Tucker.